So as the reason as to why I picked Usac Lyon is basically because I wanted to a city that's more diverse, and definitely in Lyon you can find.
Lyon was a better fit for me, being the second biggest city in France.
Lyon was incredible. Lyon, I can never leave.
Lyon's absolutely beautiful. I love Lyon so much. Oh my goodness. It's really the perfect city. It's not too big. It's not too small. There are things going on every day of the week. Whatever you want to do, you can find it here.
It's a more easy adjustment into French culture, and it's a more pure form of French culture, I think.
Fantastic how diverse it is in here, and you can find a lot of gastronomy, a lot of art, a lot of music, a lot of festivals, a lot of markets. It's just very diverse.
Living in Lyon is really cool. We live pretty central, so we can just walk everywhere. We don't have to worry about taking the metro or driving a car.
And very easy to get around without using public transportation. I walk everywhere. Sometimes take the metro or tram.
One of my favorite things too is the Velo system, which is a bike sharing system. It was France's first.
So the Velo Pass is definitely an excellent thing for anyone living in Lyon to buy. It's really easy. You go online, you can add it to your Metro Pass if you get the Tesla card. Or if not, you just get a code and you just enter in the code and you can rent a bike. I think it's the best way to travel around Lyon. You get to see a lot, and there's spots everywhere. It's inexpensive, and you don't have to take the metro.
The public transportation, Lyon is, in my opinion, one of the best parts of the city. You know, it's clean, it doesn't stink, and that's so rare for so many cities across the world. And it's perfect too because you're able to get from one end to Lyon with no problem.
I like the transportation. I have the student card, the TCL pass. It's only 28 euros for the month, and it's unlimited travel with the trams, the metros, and the buses all over the city, so it makes it so easy to get around, like stress-free pretty much.
So I live in a famille d'accueil, host family. I'm with 2 other American students, 2 other girls who are my roommates. It's an excellent way to speak French. I recommend living in the host family if you're willing to work with others and willing to sit down and have dinner.
I really love living at Studio 7. There's a lot of space. We have a great bathroom, and all of our furniture is provided, and you get bedding, and we get to live with French people.
Living in the dorms is really fun. There are about 10 of us, I think, and we're all really close to each other. We get to know each other really well, and we always have people to hang out with outside of school, and it's really easy to connect with other students from other countries as well as French students.
The classes, they will be, regardless of the level you're put into, they will challenge you a bit, but that is definitely a good thing because to improve your French, you need to be challenged. You don't want to be put in something where you already know what you're being taught.
Classes of comprehension, oral comprehension, reading comprehension, speaking, the grammar, and there's also civilization courses, and you have 2 extra courses that you can take. You can also take like history of art.
It's definitely a great learning experience here. I think my favorite class would be the cinema class. It's really interesting. We're learning a lot. We learn a lot about French cinema and cinema that's pertinent to the French culture and pertinent to things about France.
I decided to take the cooking course because I've always liked cooking, and I thought it'd be interesting to take a course of French cuisine in France. I thought it'd be an interesting dynamic added into that, and just thought that it'd be a fun class to take.
Of course, you can't forget it's the food capital of France, which can never be understated how awesome that is, just because, you know, you get to eat at these incredible restaurants. And also they have their own style of food, the bouchons. that are specifically Lyonnais, authentic, incredible.
I also run conversation classes for international or French students looking to work on their English skills. And so I have 2 divisions of that for lower level English and upper level. And so that also provided me a way to kind of give back in France.
Josephine and Sarah are absolutely wonderful. They are so helpful.
They have definitely been lifesavers a couple times, especially at the beginning, because most of us really knew nothing about Lyon.
Help us a lot. You know, in the first few days and the first few weeks, they show us all around the city.
They're always available at school whenever we need them, and they plan fun activities for us and different excursions throughout the semester.
They're both really nice and really cool. And Josephine's really relatable because she's like our age, and she likes what she's doing. She loves Lyon. She's really helpful. And Sarah's really cool too because she's from Spain. She speaks Spanish. You know, she has her own background, and they come together and they make this experience really awesome.
Biggest piece of advice I would have is that whenever you see an opportunity to do something, or you meet somebody and they say, "Hey, do you want to go do this?" I would say, always, within reason, almost always say yes.